Now, the ugly side of this is people taking freedoms. It was Jordan Peterson who pointed out that the way people lose freedoms is 1 millimeter at a time.
This was a clip that came, I saw it in social media. It's probably from an old interview, right? But it emerged in a different context, which we're not going to talk about. You
said emerged. We don't do that. We wake people up.
It re-emerged. It re-presented itself on social media, and it was just a 2-minute clip or whatever. Joe Rogan was interviewing Jordan Peterson.
All the red flags.
And the context was like, you know how people take away your freedoms or whatever it was. Was he talking about freedoms in this case? He says, if I wanted to encroach upon you, I would do it 1 millimeter at a time.
Yeah.
So I would just, and he almost starts to get, you could see he's getting into state and he's getting angry as he's talking about this. And Joe's on the other side. And you could tell he almost looks like he's angry at Joe. But no,
he's not.
He's just in state.
Yeah.
And he's saying, if I wanted to encroach on you, I would just move 1-2 millimeters at a time.
Until you reach resistance.
Until you push back, then I'd stop.
And then stop.
And then what?
That's your new starting point for later.
And then continue.
Yeah.
And he goes, next thing you know, you're 300 miles back or whatever he said. 3 miles back from where you started and have no idea how you got there.
Now, this is the same as the sliced bologna thing. The idea is, you got all this big chunk of summer sausage. And let's not go into all the metaphors of this. And someone says, okay, have a slice. Yeah, because I got a lot. And then later, can I have another slice? Yeah, I've still got so much. Then you look back and you've given away 3/4 of the thing in tiny increments. And we're not talking about summer sausage. We're talking about freedoms.
Yeah.
And in relationships and governments and all sorts of things. It happens in increments and we don't typically notice.
And